I don't know why I have my hood on. It's really actually a very nice day right now. Dude, it's raining. What is good, everyone? Tristan here, and today I thought I would show you guys a little bit of light maintenance on the Blackstone. So this has been uncovered for about a week now, semi unintentionally. Honestly, not too much dirt on it from the outdoors. I mean, a little bit of leaves here and there, but simple as that. Now, this is not necessarily a winter preparation video. It's more so just if you haven't used your Blackstone in a little bit, maybe it's a little dirty, maybe the seasoning needs to be touched up on. Thankfully, it doesn't look like there's really any rust at all, maybe right here, but yeah, no, I really don't think that is any rust. That spot right there is just the seasoning that got lifted up. Here's some rust right here. I'm also going to be focusing on the outside portion of the actual griddle. This top bar right here mainly. If you didn't know, you're actually also supposed to season the outside. This video is also partially for the people in the Blackstone subreddit. If you frequent there, you probably know what I'm talking about, but what I'm referring to is the majority of posts on that subreddit is pictures of a grill like this, for example, and it's people asking if it's still okay and if they need to strip the whole thing and re-season it or not. And 9 times out of 10, somebody always replies with, "It's fine, just keep cooking on it." I've had this Blackstone for probably, I think, 2 years now, and I've actually never had to fully strip and re-season it. I do re-season it, of course. So just to start us off, this is gonna be put on a medium heat, and then I'm gonna give it a quick spritz of water just to get all the visible debris off. And while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm just gonna hit this with a quick Clorox wipe. I've used Clorox wipes on this many times. Haven't really had an issue with anything like degrading the paint or anything. Nice. All right, we're starting to see some smoke come up from the residual grease that was left behind. Just gonna hit that with a bit of a spritz. So apparently you don't always want to use water on your Blackstone, only if there's, like, for example, burnt on soy sauce or something really stuck on there. A lot of the times you're just gonna want to wipe it. Oh yeah, look at that. So once it obviously starts to get way too hot, I like to just grab a little spatula here and have it do the rest. This is already looking much better. I got a creaky floorboard here. Always be sure to check your corners. Oh, got a little piece of something there. Oh, there it is, right in the corner. All right, just one last little wipe. Looking pretty good though. You're gonna get that dirty mess out of here. Okay, so the next step. I definitely suggest using rags compared to paper towels. Depending on the quality of the rag itself, it's gonna leave behind less fibers. But yeah, I don't like to use a crazy amount of paper towels. I feel like you would need so many if you're doing like an actual re-season. So this is just what I do. It's worked out for me completely fine. Honestly, I normally just do one seasoning and then just calling it a day there. But today I think I'm gonna do, I guess, 2. I know some people are adamant on doing like 4 to 5 layers, but again, I've had this for 2 years. I don't have to season it that much. So once the water has mostly evaporated, I'm just gonna do just a little bit of oil, just like that. That's really all I need for the first one. cranny. Corners again. Oh wow, my seasoning's peeling up right here. Unfortunate. Once that section's done, I'm actually gonna put some oil on the rag itself. And then I'm gonna try my best to put the spot of the new oil up against the sides of the Blackstone. And just kind of rub it in right here. It's much easier with the top with a spatula than the sides. Back piece. And then the side. My spatula's getting flimsy. That's the one downside to using a spatula. You don't have much control over where the rag is going. I could totally put on an oven mitt, but I'm too lazy. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. I saw a video where they talked about low and slow when seasoning stuff is actually better than higher temperatures and having it like smoke all over the place. And that way you're using less oil. Going for the second coating here. When it comes to scraping a Blackstone in general, without a rag of course, you generally don't want to apply too much pressure. Otherwise you're going to get what's called flaking in your seasoning. And I'll actually show you that here in a sec. But scraping too hard on the actual surface is the main culprit of flaking. I'm sure it happens in other ways too, just like how I left it out for a week. Maybe that was it because it was uncovered. But let me go ahead and show you this flaky spot I found. So if you can see right here, you can kind of tell where the actual like underside of the griddle is, and then this black part right here is the actual seasoning. Now, if I go ahead and wipe that with the rag, nothing happens. So it's still kind of seasoned on there, but I can tell. I don't know if you guys can see it, like kind of moving, like it is loose. Like if I were to scrape that, it'll probably come up. I suppose for the purpose of this video, I will go ahead and scrape it just so we can kind of see what happens. Yep, so a little bit wants to come up. There's a flake over here somewhere. So for that, you literally just season it as well. There we go, big old flake that came up. Of course, you do not want these flakes in your food. Me personally, whenever I eat off the Blackstone, I pay very close attention to if there's any seasoning flakes in my food, and thankfully, there really hasn't been much. I know my Blackstone may look like it is prone to a lot of flaking with this section right here, but it's honestly been great. Go ahead and try to re-season that spot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Kind of just tidying it up, giving it a fresh coat. Of course, you can season more if you wanted to. I just like to call it a day at 2 or 3 layers. Oh, that is avocado oil for anyone curious. Though I'm pretty sure you can use any oil because the purpose is polymerization of the griddle itself, and I'm pretty sure any oil can achieve that. One last little sweep here. Get the back side again with both sides of the rag. All right. And I think we're good. I am gonna try to use this thing in the winter just because cooking in the cold is kind of fun. So look out for those future videos. But yeah, this is pretty much it. We're just gonna wait for it to let it cool, and then I'm gonna slap the cover on it. It literally just rained a little bit and then stopped. Everything's cooled down now. This came with my aftermarket Blackstone cover. It's so that the rain doesn't pool on top, even though we're under something that would cover it anyway, but better safe than sorry. And she's all ready for the next time I cook. And that's pretty much it. It's a nice balance between a light amount of maintenance as opposed to slaving in front of it for 4 to 5 coats in a row. But yeah, this is what works for me. It's pretty much what I've done every time. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.